Hi everybody, welcome back to channel. Nice to see you back here. Today we are going to have a little bit of a talk about skincare because I did something quite exciting yesterday. I've been wanting to go to either a dermatologist or a skincare clinic or something for a while now, and I just didn't really know a good one in the area. I wasn't sure how to approach it, so I'd sort of put it off. I did save up in my medical sinking fund to get some things done with my teeth this summer holiday, but I looked at the price of that and it seems like it's going to be enough to have a bit more left over. And I was talking to a friend of mine who gets like Botox and filler done, and she's got a clinic that she goes to that she really likes. Now, I've got nothing against cosmetic enhancement. Do what makes you happy, to be completely honest, but I don't want to start something that's going to cost that much. And frankly, I'm fine with aging in my face. Like, I think I look fine for my age, and so I want to treat myself well. I want it to look the best it can, but I'm okay stopping it there for now. However, I know this is a little bit hard to see with like the light and the makeup I've got on today, but what I'll do is I'll take this makeup off afterwards so you can see the after. Actually, I've got before as well, so you can see both. I had some like bumps on my face that I assumed were acne scars, that I just was a little bothered by. They weren't very big and they weren't discolored, but I had the biggest one, you can see a little bit there, was right there. And so every time I looked in the mirror, I had to look at it, which kind of sucked. So I was just like, you know what? She was going to see the doctor and she was like, you know, I can ask the question if they have any treatments that would help that. Turns out they did. They had a machine, and I booked a consultation and they looked through. They were like, oh, actually, these aren't acne scars. There's something to do with, is it the sebaceous filaments? I might be mispronouncing that. But, you know, like the pore and the oil and the stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was actually good news because it meant that they could just remove it in one session. They basically put numbing cream on my face and then gave it 20 minutes and came in and just like tapped me with the little wand machine thing. They did give me the official name of the treatment I had. I don't remember it, but it wasn't scar removal because scars, they're kind of formed differently. They take more sessions. It's a different kind of machine. But he just kind of went boop, 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 and burnt it off my face, which sounds awful, but didn't actually feel that bad. It was just like a hot pinprick. Word to the wise, though, if you go in for this, it's not too bad to go through, but there is a smell that you will not enjoy. But anyway, not to linger too much on that, but he's given me like a cream from the pharmacy that I need to apply to all the places, because I had about 5 areas and I was like, I'm noticing this, is there anything that can be done? And once he had numbed up like my face and part of my neck, he just looked at me and was like, I can see some more here, he ended up doing about 15. I was like, oh, I couldn't see these, but I'm so glad they were obvious. But I'm glad it's done. But anyway, that's actually going to be more of a topic for a video I want to do on my sinking funds, coming up probably pretty soon after this one, but maybe not today because I got to do this one and edit it. But he also told me, and I feel like a fool for not realizing this really, but I get why I didn't. I was like, oh, that would have been a really obvious answer that I probably should have realized. He says he thinks my skin is more combination than dry, because I have always assumed dry. I've always been dry when I was younger, and I've noticed in the last few years, though, I've been getting more congested pores on like my nose and a little bit right here. And so I was looking into ways that I could just address that. I've been getting a little bit more into skincare. I do love makeup as well, but if anything, that's more important to have your skincare right underneath it, because otherwise you're just going to ruin your skin anyway. But the thing is, like, I was looking into this before, and when I kind of redid my skincare routine, was it last year? It might not have been that long ago. I was doing it with the idea that I had very dry skin, which is what I'd always had, rather than combination. And I was just talking to the doctor and he was like, yeah, they are formulated very differently for combination skin. So, you know, just keep that in mind. We are going to have a follow-up in a week, and maybe I can talk to him a little bit more about it. But now I'm looking at my skincare routine and I'm like, okay, I'm about 3/4 of the way through the bottles that I think I'll have to change. So I'm fine like finishing them off so not to waste them. But I think I'm going to make some changes in my skincare routine to kind of adjust for this. There are lots of reasons that your skincare needs can change. I am in a much hotter climate than I used to be. I sweat a lot more and I'm getting older, and sometimes as you age, your skin needs become different than they were. But I actually feel quite positive because a lot of the products designed to help with kind of pore congestion are there for oily skin, and I didn't want to just strip the rest of my skin dry. So now at least I have a better idea of how to sort of curate my routine. But as I said, I did redesign my routine a little while ago, so I thought I would go through what I have now because I think my routine is fairly affordable and it works really well for me. Obviously, everybody's needs are different, so a little disclaimer, but when I researched it, I was really focusing more on what dermatologists were recommending rather than kind of influencers, because reviews are reviews and some products are wonderful, but I wanted something I could do consistently that wouldn't involve really expensive products, because I don't think that's a cost I wanted to maintain. I was really just sort of focusing on the health of my skin rather than kind of the name of the product I was buying. So with that in mind, let's take a little look at what I've got. And let's take a little look at what I might change. And if you've got any ideas for me that, again, run along the affordable line, please let me know and put it down below because I'd love to hear it. So we're going to start with the very basics, which is kind of washing my face. I have lent into CeraVe recently. CeraVe? Oh, it's Ceramines, so I guess that's how you pronounce it. But I was looking again for dry skin products. This is normal to dry skin, and so I've been using the Hydrating Cream to Foamer. This had some very good reviews from Dermatologist, and I liked that I could get it in a big container. You can see it's down there right now. Because then I just don't feel like I have to replace it every few weeks, and I just get good value for money. It does also say removes makeup, which I don't rely solely on that, but it's a good way to finish off when I've already done a cleanse. And if I'm not wearing makeup one day, this is a good one. The toner I use is niacinamide. It's AHA-BHA-PHA niacinamide 2%. It's called the Miracle Toner. It's by, Some By Me. I think that's how you pronounce that. When I started researching, I also looked a little bit into Korean skincare. Again, affordability was important to me, so I've chosen more carefully the things I'm including, but I didn't have a toner in my routine before, and as I was working with a bit of congestion, I wanted to include one. This one had pretty good reviews, and I've been quite happy with it. So I think this will be fine to keep, but if you've got any other ideas, please let me know. In terms of my serums, I don't use all of these every day, but the combination I have in my routine, the vitamin C serum I use from Minimalist, I think will still be absolutely fine to keep in. I keep it in the fridge, I use it in the morning. And in the evening, I usually use salicylic acid. But again, I don't use it every evening because I also have the Ordinary's Retinol. This was just 1% in Squalane because I was going to, and I did need to kind of adjust slowly to using it because my skin did get very sensitive when I first started. Because my aims with my routine were really to kind of clear and smooth out areas of my skin and with a slant on kind of anti-aging. So that was why I included the retinol. But actually, this is one I might change. This does come in Squalane, but it's got a very oily feel to it. And I like that on the areas I'm dry, but maybe it's not the best choice for me. And I do believe they do one as a serum now that it's not in that. It doesn't have that same texture. So I may go and look at some alternatives. So again, if you have affordable alternatives, feel free to put them down below. This is a retinol at 1%. I wouldn't be against retinols if you can recommend one that's affordable, but if you can't, I can work with this. And I'm more used to that now, so I'm considering when this is done going up to a 2%. but it really depends how my skin reacts. I tend to use it about twice a week now. It may go up to 3 if I'm feeling comfortable. Aside from the serums, I also have an eye cream. This is from Beauty of Joseon, I think. I might be mispronouncing that. It's their Revival Eye Serum with ginseng and retinol. I use this for under my eyes because it's less likely to irritate than the serum, because I do have the problem that if I use the ordinary serum too much, then my eyes tend to water when I'm in bed, because I always use it at night. And when I first started and I was really like, no, I can adjust, I just need to persevere, I would wake up looking like my eye bags were carved in, like it was just irritating me too much, and then I had to slow my roll a little bit. For moisturizer, I have the CeraVe Normal to Dry for my daily moisturizer in the morning, and I have the CeraVe PM Facial Lotion for night. Weirdly enough, the PM one doesn't seem to have any information on the skin type. It just says ultra lightweight and oil free, so I think that's probably fine to keep going with. Can I tell you how annoying this is though? The daily moisturizing lotion I can get in this bottle, which is very good value for me. This is the biggest bottle I can get for the PM. It's very annoying. I do believe that CeraVe do a face wash for combination skin, and I'll have a look at their moisturizing options to see what they have there. I am not sure what's in the line because I wasn't looking for it before. And I also have a salicylic acid mask that I use like once a week. So even though that's quite a lot of products, generally I don't use them all. So in the morning, my routine is just wash and tone your face, put on the vitamin C serum and moisturize. And at night, it's, I didn't say this, another Beauty of Joseon. I've got their cleansing balm. So at night, it's cleansing balm because I tend to wear a lot of makeup, followed by the face wash because that can take any other hints off. And I tone my face. I will then use either the salicylic acid or the retinol, depending on what I'm doing that particular time. And I will put the eye serum and some moisturizer on after that. That tends to be the order I go in. Oh, and I forgot to say, I do have sun protection in my morning routine as well. Obviously, I wouldn't survive here without sun protection. So I'm looking into new products right now, and I'm going to do a bit more research on that tonight. I am not looking for my skincare routine to get too bloated. Like 3 or 4 steps is really as much as I'm willing to do. I don't see the need of products for product's sake. And like I say, I want it to be something I can be consistent with. And the fact is, if I add too many steps to it, I'm just going to get bored and I'm going to stop doing it. But for now, I think what I have is manageable, and it's just a case of figuring out which ones can be tweaked for what I need. So right now on the chopping block is the Ordinary in Squalane. I will look for another retinol serum. They might have one that's less oily. And changing, I still want to stick with CeraVe, but I'm going to change the cleanser and the moisturizing lotion to something more suitable to combination skin. And yeah, if you've got any other suggestions, please let me know. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to hearing from you down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.